Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be about fall makeup essentials. So this is just going to be my personal opinion on things you need for fall if you're going to do like fall inspired makeup and things that I think are just really necessary during the transition from summer heat and warmth and everything being all like kind of greasy and oily to the dry winter, different kinds of weather, things like that. So these are just some things that I personally think are like essentials for fall. If you guys disagree with any things or think of anything I left out, I would love to hear it down below. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Alright guys, as always, all makeup on this channel is cruelty free, so for all the products I'm mentioning in today's video, and these products will be linked down below, but you don't specifically need these specific products. These are just examples of things that I think you need for fall. You can also substitute them with things in your own collection, but let's go ahead and get started with primer. So I love primers personally. I have to use one every time I do my face. So for fall, I do suggest, fall and winter I would say, a really hydrating primer. This is the Suic'de London Water Burst Hydrating Primer. It's not my favorite primer in the world, but it is good for hydration. I feel like the wind and the cold weather from fall and winter will dry out your skin a lot, so using a hydrating primer is really important as a good base to start off your face. The other kind of primer that I would suggest is, this is actually my favorite primer. I use it most days. I use it today. Like, I love this primer, but it's really good for fall and winter specifically because it has reparative things in it. So this is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. I just realized I have like a pretty good dent going on in the middle of this, so I'm going to need another one of these soon. So this hyaluronic primer is really good for anyone with sensitive skin. It is a vegan formula. It is really, really nice. It calms down your skin. If I have any problems or like acne or blemishes, or my skin just doesn't feel perfectly right that day, I use this just because I feel like it puts a good skincare barrier between my foundation and my face. So I love this. If my skin is broken out or my skin is feeling dry or anything like that, I will use this primer just because I feel like it has really good reparative things that really helps my skin like heal itself from whatever it's going through. So I definitely suggest this for fall and winters. If you're looking for anything, you can find like little mini samples of this some places, like maybe at Sephora you can get like a sample of this, try it out if you're not willing to invest in the full size one. But honestly, it is so worth it because it is just really good at helping your skin repair itself no matter what it's going through. So for fall and winter, when it's kind of dry and you might break out, or your skin might not be feeling the best, or your skin's kind of dry and flaky around like your T-zone area like a lot of us get, this is a perfect primer for that. Now for foundations, I picked out two foundations. Firstly is a good like errand foundation, because a lot of us in the fall and winter stay home a lot more, so we'll go out, we'll do a couple things, then we'll come home and wash our face off. So I suggest the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. There's a bunch of other foundations from like this price range that is really good, but I'm really enjoying the Conceal and Hydrate now. I even put like the Conceal and Define wand in here so I can use this more. It gets all messy because it's not the right, I'm supposed to use the pump for it, but I wanted to use the wand, so I put it in here anyways. But the Conceal and Hydrate is just really good. It doesn't last like forever. It's not something I'd wear for like 10 hours, but a good 4 or 5 hours I can get some really nice wear out of this. It keeps my skin hydrated without like drying down completely like matte. I do set with the powder so it does last longer, but it's not like something that's going to suck the life out of your skin or be really hard to remove at the end of the day. It's really easy to remove. It stays, has a nice finish to it. It's not super full coverage, so it doesn't look super fake or cakey. And just a really good like errand primer for the fall and winter. Foundation. I said primer. I meant foundation. My other pick for foundation goes along the same lines as this primer because it has really good skincare ingredients in it, and I feel like our skins go through some stuff when the weather changes. So this is the Uoma foundation. I love this foundation. This one is slightly too dark for me, but it actually works out pretty well now that I have like a tan on more of my body. So this is White Pearl T2N. And I love this foundation. It has really good ingredients in there. You can look on their website. They have really good skincare ingredients mixed in with this foundation. It can be full coverage really easily, so be careful with if you don't want full coverage, just use a slightly like less amount of it because it does go a long ways. It's very hydrating, but if you set with the powder, it'll last you all day. It's a beautiful satiny finish, and it has really good ingredients. You said it's not going to mess up with your skin no matter what you're going through. So I do think this is a really great option for the winter. It doesn't wear as well in the heat, so when it's colder outside, I think you can get some really good wear time out of that. Next, I picked one blush. I didn't pick a bronzer or a highlighter because I feel like those are kind of universal. But for blush, I chose the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. As a blush, I would go to, you don't have to have this exact one, I just like the way it smells, and I have it in my collection. I'm staying at like an apricot-y kind of blush is really good for the winter and fall because it's just really one of those colors that's not too orange and it's not too pink. You can wear it with a lot of different looks. Just add this to your cheeks a little bit. It's kind of in between a red and an orange color, so it's very apricot. It's not too peachy where it's going to look a little bit weird with certain like lighter eye looks. I just think it's a really good middle tone peachy kind of apricot-y color for your blush, which is going to go with a lot of your fall looks, even if you do like really subtle eyeshadow or none at all. Now for eyes, I chose one eyeshadow palette and 2 different kinds of eyeliners because I feel like eyeshadow palettes, you can wear whatever you want any time of the year. Like, it's eyeshadow. Like, it's not a big of a deal. None of this is actually that big of a deal, but like some of the skincare things I think is important to know. But I chose the Soul palette from ColourPop. This is the new packaging. I had the old packaging, but I wanted the new one because they changed the colors on it. So this is the Soul palette. It is a little $12 9-pan palette from ColourPop. I just chose this as a warm eyeshadow. People love warm eyeshadow for fall, go with like the pumpkin spices and everything like that. But I chose this specifically because it still has oranges and golds in here. So you have like these little kind of bronzier moments. You can get a kind of a gold look out of it. You can use the oranges, or we have like this color right here mixed with this color. It could be a really subtle kind of cool look. I just feel like it's a really cute versatile palette that's great for fall and winter no matter what kind of look you're going for. If you're going for like a pumpkin spicy look, you're going for something subtle, you're going for something more cool, or you're going for something straight up orange or red, I feel like this is a really good palette for that without it being like too overwhelming with the color selection, because it's really easy to use, especially when you're like freezing cold in the morning trying to get ready. You can still use this really quickly. For eyeliner, I choose a nude eyeliner. I love nude eyeliner all year long, like so much. It's my most used product probably in my collection, honestly, because I love nude eyeliner. This is Fake Awake by Tarte. It is the best like long wearing stick in your waterline nude eyeliner I've ever found in my life. It's expensive. It's a Tarte eyeliner. I think it's $20, but oh my god, it's so worth it, and I would totally buy this over and over and over again. Even if I go broke on it, because it just lasts so well in the waterline, staying really nude, and it's really easy to apply without like scratching your waterline. It's really creamy. And then the next color, other than a nude in your waterline, I think is essential for fall, is kind of a coppery bronze color. A lot of people love just sticking black in their waterline. I personally have been trying to use more different colors in my waterline, like today, other than just nudes and whites in my waterline. So today I have like a navy in my waterline, but another color suggested for fall is a coppery kind of color. So this is Overboard by ColourPop. ColourPop's eyeliners are very fragile, so you don't have to have this exact one, but I really like the color of this because it's a brown, it's kind of bronzy, but it's not necessarily like a flat color. It has some dimension to it, so I'll swatch it out so you can see it. It's just a really pretty color. It's not super pitch black where it's really going to close in your eyes, and it's not super light where you can't tell it's a brown. So I think it's a good in-between kind of color that goes with a lot of great fall looks, especially if you just want to leave it in the first half, or I guess it's the second half of your waterline, leave the rest of it blank. It kind of just lengthens your eyes a little bit, and it's a really pretty color that a lot of people can get away with wearing. Next up is brown lipstick. Now, I avoided wearing brown lipstick for the longest time because I just feel like it made my teeth look yellow, and some shades do. I can't tell. Maybe this one does too, I don't know, but I've been trying to break out of my normal color scheme. I've been trying different colors in my waterline. I've been trying different eyeshadow colors that I normally wouldn't wear, and I've been trying different kind of lipsticks. But I normally film with like my normal aesthetic because I feel like I don't know how people are gonna like accept it and not, and maybe tell me I look terrible. But for brown lipsticks for fall and winter, I say there are 2 different kinds of browns you really want to get. You want to get a cool, and you get more of a darker warm color. So for the darker warm color, I chose Bachelorette by Colored Rain. The wand on this one's not my favorite because it is just one of these flat ones that just, it's kind of like a flat or paddle thing. But it's a nice, beautiful, like, has some richness to it. You could also choose, like, Androgyny from Jeffree Star, which is, like, a red with, like, some brown tones to it, kind of mauve-y. But this is Bachelorette. I got this one at Target. It is a brown, but it has so much warmth and red to it. It's very, very sexy. It's a very pretty color. I personally use a disposable wand when I use this color just because I don't like the wand in it. But it's a really beautiful color. The next kind of color I would suggest is like the color I'm wearing today, which is Daddy by Jeffree Star and MannyMUA, which is a cool tone brown. It's very 90s, and 90s is very in right now, but it's very cool. This is like my culty brown is what I call this color. It's very cool. It's very like sandy, and it's like really a chill color. It's like a color like, oh, I just threw this on. It doesn't look like too much effort like a bright red lip or something does. So I feel like this kind of color is really nice. These 2 colors for lips are something you can wear with any look for fall, and I think it's going to look really pretty. Next up is a setting spray with a little bit of dewiness to it because a lot of us do get really dry skin in the winter. So this is the Becca Skin Love Glow Shield Prime and Set Mist. You can use this as a primer or as a setting spray. This is infused with Glow Nectar Brightening Hydra Complex. I just find it like a really good, not too matte setting powder. It's really pretty. It smells nice. It has like a nice honeydew smell to it or something. It smells really beautiful. It kind of smells like honeydew and cucumber. It's just a nice glowing setting spray. You can use any of them. You don't have to have this one specifically, but I feel like this one's very hydrating to the skin as well. But it's something that doesn't dry your skin, but you still set your face for the day. And lastly, we're talking about skincare. Of course, I always suggest using a good makeup wipe, using a good toner, using a good cleanser, using a good lip balm, blah, 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 blah. But as far as like creams and stuff, I feel like a lot of creams are really thick that people use for the winter. So I always suggest something using just lighter on your skin, because you are, like, your skin goes through a lot during the winter and the fall because it's just a different kind of air. It's just different kind of, like, your skin's not putting out as many, like, oils and stuff from it being hot and your pores being opened up. So in the fall, when your pores are closed and everything, you don't want to pack everything on your skin really thick. So I suggest something like a water cream. This is the Tatcha water cream. I don't know which size this is. I think it's like the half size. It's not the sample size, but it's like the mini size. The water cream is such a light formula. I'll show it to you. It is just, it's a nice wet consistency, but it doesn't like feel thick on your skin. It definitely dissolves right into your skin. You don't have any weird residue with it. It feels very light. It feels very clean on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy or super creamy, which is something I feel like a lot of people do in the winter. They pack their skin full of like, I need tons of hydration, let's pack on a thick cream, and it's not always necessary. So something light with like a water cream would really do a lot of benefits for your skin without packing your skin full of different oils and creams and stuff. So anyways, you guys, that is it for my fall essentials for makeup. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know something I missed in the comment section down below. These are just some things that come to mind when I think of fall and winter. I'm thinking of dry skin. Let's get your skin hydrated again. Let's get everything glowy. Let's get everything warm or cool. Just something really nice in between. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you here, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye!